Can you able to see my screen?
Yes, for me it's visible. Now let me share a link in the group. Just allow me for a minute. I have shared a link here in itself in the chat option. Just click on that link. Click on sign in. Right hand side top. Now here click on don't have a SAS profile. Just enter all the details. You can enter student.
What I have to fill in?
Simply write Clinical Study Academy and then go down at the bottom. Take the second one. I agree terms and conditions. Create profile.
Create profile.
Activate your SAS profile. Click on that. So guys, in the session, apart from the person who have shared the screen, other people, you don't need to perform anything. Just focus on the session. At the end of the session, you'll be getting the recording, and with the recording, you can proceed. Now go back to the previous tab, the last tab.
This one.
This one, yeah. Okay,
Or
here it is.
Here it is.
Go back to the login page. Enter the
one.
details.
Did I do that?
Yes. Just tick on the checkbox and register. Asia Pacific. Right? Yeah. Submit. Click on yes. Click on OK. Now it will take another 5 minutes. Okay. And then your profile will be created. Okay. So we'll try to log in after 5 minutes again. Now, meanwhile, sure. Let's have a look on some basic things. Just allow me for a minute. So in Teams, what happened, Dharmanshu? Like if someone else is sharing the screen, automatically it will stop. So I have shared my screen. So automatically the prior person's screen will be unshared. So is my screen is visible to all?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
So guys, let's quickly go through a small introduction to SAS. Okay. So first of all, what is the full form of this software? So it is statistical analysis software. Okay. Now, introduction to SAS is SAS stands for statistical analysis software. It is primarily used for data management and statistical analysis and reporting tool. Started in North Carolina State University as a project to analyze agricultural research. So initially they have created this software to do research on agriculture data. SAS software was founded on 1st of July 1976. James Goodnight is the current CEO of SAS. Now let's go to the industries using SAS. Okay, so majorly two industries they are heavily using, that is healthcare and then banking. So it's not limited to only healthcare and banking, you know, TCS, Infosys, Cognizant, Wipro, and Deloitte, KPMG, and a lot of banks, SDFC, Kotak, HSBC, and audit firms, they are also using. So, but majorly it is used in two domains, that is healthcare and BFSI or banking, finance, insurance. Now, most of us got connected here for the healthcare only, and because the major part of SAS is used in healthcare only. Now the question is why SAS? So security and validation. Okay, in short, data privacy, regulatory acceptance. So from long it is used for clinical trials. So the FDA regulatory authorities, they fully accept it, all the regulatory things, and the package you submit, the data you submit after doing analysis from SAS. Specific features for clinical data analysis. Okay, there are some specific features which is relevant to the clinical data analysis. Industry standards and practices, as it is developed by a company, so all the codes and everything is standard. So, you know, here there is a term regulatory acceptance. Now you can have a question, what does it mean by that? See, You cannot tomorrow do data analysis and directly submit your data to client or FDA. The software should be validated first. It should be accepted by FDA first. Let's suppose you are able to do this analysis from any other software tomorrow, some other XYZ software, and you have given the same output which is coming from SAS, but it should be accepted by FDA. Okay, the software should be accepted by them. If they are not accepting, you have to use the particular software only which is accepted by them. Okay, so in this case, our software is accepted by regulatory FDA since long. Okay, now these were the basic introduction about it. Now, Dharmanshu, reshare your screen and open the login page and please try to log in again.
Sure. I have received on mail this thing only, right?
Yeah, you can directly go to login page and try to log in again. Click on sign
Okay.
in.
Just a minute. It's open.
Click on launch. And guys, whenever you have any questions during this live session, you need to first raise your hands and then I'll be taking your name and then you can continue what's on the question is. So it will be a smooth process for us or else it will be sudden interruption. So the first time you are going to, after filling up the details and creating this profile, the first time you are going to log in, it's gonna take a little more time than usual. But afterwards, once you log in, it will take fraction of seconds only, and you will directly log into this window. Now, this is how the SAS software, the UI looks like. Now, currently we are in the coding window. You can see as of now on the screen, 3 different windows. And now we are in the coding window. So the name itself is code. So it means you have to write the codes here. In this window, you'll be writing only codes. The second window is log. So whatever codes you are writing behind the scene, whatever log, it means if any error is there, whatever number of records the data is generating, the log will come. The next window is result. Whenever you want to print your data, the data will be coming in the result window. And there is one more window, output data, that will come once you will run a data. Okay, and there the data will be coming after you'll be analyzing or cleaning or running a data. Okay, now let's go back to coding window. simply write here types of data. So guys, right now we are in the coding window, but we have written types of data. So types of data is a code. Have we written a code?
No, it's not a code, I think, yeah.
Of course, it's not in code. This is we have written for us for our understanding. We are going to do something else.
For our
So in
understanding.
coding window, if you are writing anything apart from the code, you have to comment it. Okay, so there are two ways of commenting. So let us write the things and later on we will comment it. Now, the very first question is to all. How many of you know how many types of data is there? If you know the answer, simply raise your hands. Yes, Mayur.
Yes, sir. Types of data, na, sir.
Yes.
Types of data will be CSV files, comma separated files, Excel files, or SAS. It has a separate SAS database also.
So this one is also correct. It is almost 90% correct. 10% is remaining. Yes, Dharmanshu.
Sorry, I mistakenly raised that.
Okay. Yes, Rishi.
So I think it have two types, numeric and character.
Correct. Yes, Sanjay.
The numeric character integer.
That's also correct. Okay. So let us understand with a very small example. So you all have an Gmail account, right? So while creating your
Yeah.
Gmail profile, you all have entered few of the details, right? While creating the profile. The very first detail can be your name. So your name can be which type of data? Character, numeric, date.
Character.
Character, right? So simply write here your name, Dharmanshu. In the next row. Maintain one space, one more row space. Yeah. After Dharmanshu Shah, simply write, simply give hyphen. 5 times give it hyphen symbol. Hyphen means minus symbol will be there, right? This is forward slash. Give it 5 times. So simply write which type of data it is, character type. So simply write character type data. And Rishi, if you are done with your question or answer, can you mute your mic?
Okay, sir.
Thank you. So guys, this is also a common practice. Whenever you are done with your question or answer, just mute your mic because after the session, you will get the recording, right? And it will be smooth. Or else if your mic is open, you'll get a lot of background noises. Okay, now let's suppose while creating your profile, you have first entered your name, or one of the detail is your name. Now you might have entered your number as well, phone number. So in the next row, simply write randomly some numbers, 5 or 10 digits. And then again give this hyphen symbol. And this time, these digits are nothing but numeric type data. Now, after the name and number, while creating your Gmail account, you have to choose a Gmail name as well, right? The account name. So, or ID. So in the ID, ID will be, or ID can be combination of character and number. Okay, before moving forward, now in your ID, Gmail ID, there are symbols at the rate or any other symbol. So those symbol will be called as special character. So in the next row, give some symbols at the rate, asterisk symbol, forward slash, give 5 or 6 symbols. And after hyphen, mention it special character. These are called special character. Now let's come to, let's suppose your Gmail ID. Your Gmail ID can be dharmanshu1234 at the rate gmail.com. Now Dharmanshu is a character, 1234 is numeric, at the rate is special character. So let's suppose your data is containing character as well, numeric as well, special character as well. So it will be called which type of data, guys? If anyone knows the answer, simply raise your hands. So whenever your data is combination of character as well, number as well, special character as well, or if it is having character and numeric only, okay, so that will be considered as special character. Sorry, not special character, that will be considered as character type only. So simply write a Gmail ID, randomly create or write dharmanshu1234 at the rate gmail.com. Character type data. So whenever a data is having combination of things, it is not a single one, then that combination of things will be considered under character type data only. Because character type data allows to store combination of things, character, numeric, special character together. It is not possible in the numeric and special character type. Now, apart from this, you have to enter your date of birth as well while creating your Gmail account. So randomly write a date, month, day, month, and year format. Yeah. Give any year. Yeah. And then this will be date and time, or date type data. And if it is time also, then you can say date and time data. But these are the broader types in which your data is categorized. Okay, because you should know before becoming a data analyst how many types of data I'm gonna use, utilize, or get collected. See, whenever you'll get data, either the data can be in character, numeric, special character, date, or combination of character, numeric, and date. These will be the types, right? Okay. Now in the beginning, we have discussed one thing. This is a coding window. So apart from the coding thing, it is not allowed to write any other things or characters. So now you need to comment it. So you can select from first row to seventh row. And then use control plus forward slash, control and forward slash. So click on the screen. So now you can see whatever you have written, it got commented. Control plus forward slash is used to comment in bulk. Okay. So what does it mean by comment? You are telling to SAS that this code is not for your understanding. This comment is for my understanding. This is what I am writing for my understanding, not for you. Is this clear to all? So let's suppose while doing coding,
Yes.
if you want to give some comment, if you want to write something for your understanding, that will make your work easier. So you can comment in this way. Okay, so if you want to comment in bulk, you can use directly control plus forward slash. If you have to comment one row, then you can, in a simple way, you can use this forward slash symbol in the beginning, then asterisk symbol, then at the end, asterisk symbol and forward slash. Either you can manually gives this symbol at the end and beginning. Either you can use control plus forward slash. Both are fine. Okay. Now go down, press enter. Okay. Now guys, many of you have already gone through Excel or you have seen an Excel sheet, right? So a data is created or a data contain column and rows. So in Excel, you have seen column and rows. So open an Excel sheet for an example. Simply write here name or first column name, give it ID, second name, then role, then age, then sex. Create 3 records for each. Just enter some random data like in ID 101, 102, 103, some names, some random roles, age values, and sex values. Okay. So guys, you are having this thing ID, name, role, age, and sex. So what will you call this? ID, name, role, age, sex, apart from its name, what can you call?
Fields.
The simple concept is column name, right? ID is the ID is the column name. The column name defines what data the column gonna contain. Is this clear to all?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. In the same way, name, role, age, and sex are the column names. It is defining what data the particular column gonna contain. Apart from its name, sex, it will be also called as column name. That defines the data it gonna store. Okay. And then in the ID, we have different ID values, 101, 102, 103, in the name also, in the role also. So those will be, in simple way, we call it rows as well, okay, and values as well. Inside the column, values, the value inside the column. But in the programming languages, we don't call it column name or values, we call it variable and observation. The column name will be called in any of the programming language, either you pick SAS, R, Python, Java, X, Y, Z. Either in the future, whichever will be coming, either in the past, whichever was there. This column name will be called as variable. The data inside the column will be called as observation. Is this concept is clear to all?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Variable and observation.
Yeah.
Okay. Now let's move to coding window in SAS. Now let's try to create a data. To create a data in SAS, we need to write data here. Simply write data. By writing data, you are telling SAS that you want to create a new data. And you can see it is understanding. That's why it's coming in blue. Okay, give a space. Then give the data name. So let's give a data name CSA, Clinical Study Academy. Okay, so whenever you write data, you are telling SAS that you want to create data, then you need to give the data name. Here we are giving CSA, you can give any name. Then you need to close the statement. So give semicolon. Yeah. So every time you are telling or you are writing a code in the SAS. Yes, Dharmanshu.
Sorry. In this data name, we can type this thing, special character or numbers also, right?
Yes. We'll come to that. We'll come to that as well. Okay. So whenever you are writing any code, so this data is a code that is understandable by SAS. Okay, that's why it's coming in blue. SAS is understanding. Then you have given the data name. So whatever code you are writing, that is also called statement. You are giving a statement to the software. I want to do this, or I want to do this, or XYZ. So every time you are giving a statement, you need to close the statement. And to close the statement, we have to give semicolon. That's why at the end we have given semicolon. So which statement we are closing here? The data statement. Because after the data, you have given the data name. So we need to close the statement, and that's why semicolon. Because SAS doesn't know like when to stop and start. So by writing data, you have started a statement, you have told something to it, and after giving the data name, you are closing the statement. Is this clear to all?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Now, we are going to create a data. We have given a data name. A data name is nothing but a file name in short, in layman language. In data analysis language, we use the term data or data name. Now, just now, few seconds or minutes back, we have seen what does the data contain. So my question is, what does the data contain, guys?
Observation and variables.
Very correct. What do you mean by variables, guys?
The columns.
Set of observation.
Yes, Zishan.
The set of observation.
That is very correct, but I have used a very simple term. For column name, we can define it variable, right? In programming languages, column name is known as variable, and the data inside column is known as observations, right? So you have given the data name. Now two things are pending.
Right, sir.
Variable, it means column name in layman language, and observation, which is value inside the column. So what will you create first after the data name? Variable or observation?
Variables.
Variables.
करेक्ट, क्योंकि पहले आपको कॉलम नेम देना होगा, फिर ही यू कैन गिव द ऑब्जर्वेशन, द डेटा इनसाइड द column or variable name. Now to create variable in SAS, we need to write input. So in the next row, press enter and write input, INPUT. You can see again it's coming in blue. It means SAS is understanding. So you are writing input to tell SAS I want to create variables, column name. Now you need to give the column name. So give the first column name ID, give space and put ID. Then second column name, name. Don't need to give any special character between them. ID, name, then
Should I give space?
Space we need to give.
Okay, just a minute.
ID, name, then role, then age, and then sex. Now guys, in today's session, we have discussed types of data. By looking on the variable roles, can you tell me which type of variable which is? So ID can be which type of variable? Yes, Mayur.
ID will be numeric data, and age will be numeric data, and sex, role, and name will be character data.
Very correct. Because see, ID, the variable name itself is understandable. It's gonna contain some number, most probably 101, 102, 103. So it will be numeric because it's gonna contain numeric. Role and name and sex. So see, name will contain some name, so character. Role will again contain some name, okay? Because HR or recruit like statistical programmer, XYZ role or student. So it will be again character. Sex will be again contain the gender, age, like female, male. Age will be numeric because it's gonna contain number. So now you need to tell SAS that this variable is character and this is numeric, because by default it will not understand. For numeric, it will by default understand. So for ID, we don't need to give anything. But name is character. So after the character variable, you just need to mention dollar symbol. So after name variable, give a dollar symbol. After all the character variable, give a space and then dollar symbol. Adding a space between the variable name and dollar symbol. It will work even if you don't give spaces, but in a clear way, we need to give spaces. Yes, Dharmanshu, continue.
I just want to know, like, many of times ID will contain a mix of characters, like character, then special, not special, numbers also, right? So in that case, what we have to do?
Just now we discussed, right? Let's suppose this Gmail, 6th row, dharmanshu1234@gmail.com. So which type of data it is?
Character.
On 6th row, you can see character, right? So in that scenario, it will be considered as character only.
$.
If you are putting,
right?
no. See, it depend upon, if in ID you're gonna keep 101, 102 numbers only, then it will be numeric, right? But if you're gonna give data like 101 SEP1 or CSA1, then in that case you need to give $.
Yeah, okay, got it.
We can create right now a variable like this. So let's create a variable. Simply create a variable after ID, CSA ID, just after ID. Now guys, we have created variables. Okay. Now what is the next thing we need to create in a data?
Observation.
Guys, you need to raise the hand first. If I'm telling in the session that you all can answer, then only you need to answer suddenly or in the mid, or else you need to raise the hands. Yes, Zishan.
So we need to put the observations after the variables.
Correct. You have given the column name, that is nothing but in programming languages, variable. Now you want the data, the values, that is called observations. Now to create observation, we need to write cards. And before that, we need to close this input statement. So to close this statement, which symbol we'll give? Semicolon. Okay. Again, maintain a space after dollar and before semicolon. Even without space, it's gonna work, but it looks good, right? You need to write a program that looks clear and aesthetic. Now go to next row. Now to create observation, you need to write cards, CARDS. Yes, Mayur.
Sir, can we use data lines statement here?
How many letters it contain, data lines?
No, sir. You are using the card statement.
I'm asking a question, Mayur.
Yes,
How
sir.
many letters it contain, data lines?
4 and 5. 9.
9. And how many letters cards contain?
5.
So which one is shorter?
Yes, cards.
That's the reason we have used cards. Why to write more words or letters? And yes, your answer is, yeah, we can create observation through data lines as well, but we don't use much because it contain more number of letters, right?
Is there any difference between cards and data
No.
line statement? Okay.
Nothing. You can say that is the older version of telling SAS. Okay. Now close this with semicolon. You can have a question without giving the observation how we are closing here. Because we are going to give observations in bulk now. That's why we are closing here. Go in the next row. And create 3 records for each in a vertical manner. So 101, 102, 103. Press enter. Yeah. Now for CSA ID, CSA ID is nothing but it's our Clinical Study Academy ID. So there you need to add CSA 101, CSA 102, CSA 103 and maintain a space between them. One space. See how SAS got to know ki these observations are for different variable because between them there is a space. On 10th row, you have given the first variable ID, and in 12, 13, 4th row, 13, 14th row, you have given the ID data. After a space, you are giving the data for next variable, CSA ID. Okay. And because it contains character, CSA is a character, 101 is a numeric. So that's why we have given dollar symbol after CSA ID in front of variable name. Now give some random names, random roles, random age values, and random sex values in the same way. Go in the next row and give semicolon. So guys, from 12th row to 14th row, you have given the data observations for these variables. Now here we have created 3 records only, but if you like, it is up to you. As much records you want, you can create. We just have to create it for sample. So we have created only 3 records. So now we are giving semicolon at the end. Why we haven't given semicolon on 12, 13, 14th row? Because see, the data is continuous. We are not ending. You are ending on 15th row because finally you have created your data on 12, 13 and 14 row. Go on the next row and press enter. Write run and give semicolon. Yes, Shadab.
Sir, can we put semicolon in the 14th row?
No. Or else it will be understanding that you are closing that record only, 14th only.
Okay.
But you are closing all this 12, 13, 14th row together on 15th row. You're telling finally I have entered all my records and now I'm closing on the next row. Now select from 9th row to 16th row. You can see just after the code symbol, you can see a running human running symbol. Click on that. Yeah, human. Yeah, the first symbol. This is for execution or running your code. So you can see your data got created in SAS. We'll come to that. We'll come to the missing values. Go back to coding window. Let's rectify what's an issue. Just unselected. So guys, here you cannot give spaces. If you want to give, then give underscore. So between team leader, give underscore. Because if you are giving space, then it is understanding this is a data for next variable. Okay. Now rerun it. Now you can see the role team leader is coming, but it's not fully coming. Some of the words are truncating. I'll come to that why it is truncating. But before that, just have a look on your data. ID, CSA ID, name, role, age, sex. Okay, all your data is coming. Only in the role we are getting the truncation issue. Now, how you can resolve the issue, and before that you need to understand the issue. So guys, just count and tell me how many letters this team lead is containing. Team is 4 letters, underscore is the 5th, L is the 6th, E is the 7th, A is the 8th. It means by default, SAS is reading up to 8 letters in a character variable. So जब भी आप एक character variable create करते हो, by default SAS can read up to 8 letters only. But yeah, there is a claw or there is a way we can increase the length. Go back to coding window. Just do one thing. After the role, after the dollar symbol, just increase the length up to 10 or make it 12. We can increase the length up to 20 actually.
So should I have to write any number or something, or how?
In number,
Just
you need to write 12 dot. You need to maintain a space between dollar symbol and this length we have given. Okay, because by default it reads up to 8 letters in a character variable. Now you are increasing it. You can increase up to 200. Here we are increasing to 12, from 8 to 12. But if it is going to read 12 letters, it means maybe it will read the age values as well, because in 12 it can include this age values as well. So what we will do here, just do one thing. Between team leader and age values, give more than one space. Yeah, for other as well. Keep it in a sequence, like 30 also in a sequence of 25 and 22. Yeah. Now simply, Dharmesh, count how many letter this team leader is in total. Okay. Now run the code. Now you can see there is an issue you are facing. You are not getting the third record. In the second record, in the role, after manager, it is taking the age value 30. And in the age, it is doing missing. It is giving missing. Why it is happening? Let me explain you. Go back in the coding window. See, you have increased the length up to 12 dot. Now, what is the length of manager?
seven.
And after that, count those 2 spaces as well. And after that, count the age as well. So till where we are getting, we are reaching 12 till age value. That's the reason you have increased the length. So it is including age value as well in the role, and that's creating an issue. So in that case, you can simply give more spaces here. So give one more spaces in each of them. Yeah. Now run it. Okay, now you have increased the spaces to under the 12. It is not reading the age values. So your data is coming correctly. Now, in the left hand side, you can see the column names are coming. Can you all see that? Column names means the variable names.
Yes,
In the
sir.
left hand side, ID, CSA ID, name, role, age. So you can see these are the variable names, column names. So you can see the numeric variable is coming like 1, 2, 3. That is a symbol of representing numeric variable. The character variable is coming as A and cone symbol. That is representing it's a character variable like name, role, sex. These are character variable. So it's coming with a symbol cone and alphabet A and ID and age. For that, it's coming as circular symbol and 1, 2, 3. That shows it's numeric. Now, if you have to check manually, it's a type is numeric or character. Just click on the ID variable on the name itself here. Not there, not there, here itself. Yeah, click. In the bottom, you can see property. Scroll down. Yeah, scroll down. And there is an hide option. Click on hide. Yeah. So you can see the variable type is numeric. Variable length is 8. So these are called variable attributes. Okay. Now you need to understand what is variable attribute. Go back to coding window. Simply write on 17 row variable attribute. And maintain a space between 16 and 17 row. Okay. Now, after that, give bracket open. So what do you mean by variable attribute? Variable attribute is nothing but variable name. Simply write name in bracket. Name, NAME, comma, type, comma, length, comma, label, comma, in format, and then format after comma. Okay. So these are variable attributes. Now, right now you are understanding name, type, or length. So attribute means variable name, type, and length. You might not understand the in format and format. In format and format we're gonna see in the next session. That is like when we're gonna create a date variable. So these are called the standard ones are or the default ones are name, type, and length. So any variable, any column you are creating in any of the language, it will have some variable. It will have some variable actually. So what is the name of variable? What is the type of variable, whether it's numeric or character? What is the length of variable? Okay, and then in format that is used for display. Okay. So guys, right now in today's session, we're gonna see till here only. And the task is you have to create 5 different data set with 5 variables in each. So simply write in the next row. In the next row, simply write Q1, maintain one space, one more row space, enter again.
Shubham, your voice is like in and out. So can you repeat?
Okay. Is my voice is clear to all, or it's like truncating or fluctuating, guys?
It's clear, sir.
Yes, it's clear.
Yes, yes.
Oh, that's fine. Just press once again, Dharmanshu. Simply write Q1. Q1. Give period symbol. Dot. Yeah, give dot there, period symbol. Then simply write create 5 data set data sets as ETS with 5 different variable. Okay, so this is a question you need to like this. We have created one data set in today's session. You need to create 5 different data set with 5 different variables in each. And guys, 18 and 19 row, 18 and 20 row, what we have written, that is a code or that is for our understanding. Guys,
For our understanding.
our understanding, it was not in code. So what we need to do, whatever you have mentioned in the coding window, if it is not a code, we need to immediately comment it. Now the question is, what will happen if you don't comment? It will interrupt your codes. It will create errors. Okay. Yeah, anyone is having any questions, you can simply raise your hands. Now let me show you the path where you will be getting the recordings and codes every day. Just allow me for a minute.
Hello.
Just allow me for a minute, guys. We are facing a technical glitch in the server. Let me see it, what can be done. Okay, done. I'm sharing my screen. Just confirm me once my screen is visible to all. Is my screen is visible to all?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, so you can see as of now, 3 folders are there. In the coming days, we'll add some more folders. Okay, so the first folder is syllabus, and it gonna contain our syllabus. Okay, you can just go and have a look. Then the second folder gonna be videos. After the session, within half an hour, the video is gonna be uploaded here in the. So let's suppose today's session video, within half an hour, you're gonna access in this folder. Okay, and codes. So whatever codes we have done in that particular session, coding we have done, that will be uploaded in this code folder. Now, in our session, mostly you guys will be sharing the screen. Okay. So if you are sharing screen, let's suppose if some days I'm sharing screen, so I'll be uploading the code. If you are sharing the screen, you have to upload the codes. So let me share you the access of this link. And let me show you how you can upload codes on the server. So Dharmanshu, I have shared a link in the group. Just click on the link and try to open it.
What will be the password?
Let me share you. I have shared in the group itself.
Can I share the screen?
Yes. So guys, once you click on the link, once you enter the password which I have shared in the group, you will able to access this link. Now let's suppose Dharmanshu, today you have shared the screen. So you are having the code with you. Just open that SAS Studio. Now you need to save this code. So before that, what we can do, in the left hand side, you can see server files and folder. Can you see that? So here, click on the files. In bottom, there is a files folder. Files and home is written. Right click. Click on new folder, then click on folder. Create a new folder, name code. Here we are going to store our all the codes. You other guys also need to do like this. So in this folder, you need to keep all the codes we are doing. Okay, once you are practicing, it will be on server as well. Click on save. Okay. Now the code we have done today, or the coding we have done today, you can save in this in that code folder. For that, you can click on that. You can see the third symbol after running. A save like symbol is there. You can click on that. Yeah. Choose the location, click on files, and click the code location, that folder we have created. Now you need to write the name in such way. Now go to file name. You need to write the name in such way that it should be understandable by reading the name itself. So what we have done in today's session, types of data and data creation. Two things we have done. So types of data types, and creation. Click on save. Now open that code folder. Check whether your code is saved or not. Okay. Download it, right click and download it. Download. Now open the tab in which you have opened the server, class server. Click on the codes folder. Click on upload files and select the particular file which you have just now downloaded. In downloads. Open. The file is uploaded. And meanwhile, I have uploaded the video as well. So just try to access the video. Okay, so you can download it as well, or else you can watch on the server as well. Both the options are available. All the files which I'm uploading here, I have given the open access to download as well. Okay, you can download and keep in your system as long you want. Any questions, anyone, as of now?
No, Shubham.
After a week, we'll be adding a tracker as well. So it will track your learnings. So as of now for today, this much only, guys. Let's meet in the tomorrow's session. Until the time, bye-bye everyone. And thank you everyone.
Thank you, sir.
Bye. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Good night.
Good night.